Hello friends, in this video I'll talk about how you can install this anti-theft device on your motorcycle or in your car. So in order to install this, there are a lot of instructions available online, but the main problem is none of the instructions have any good information about what these two wires do, the pink one and the gray one. So I'll be telling you what exactly these two wires are for and how you can connect the other wires to your bike or your car. So in order to provide the 12 volt power that this device needs, I will be using the computer power supply. And as you can see here, I've connected the red wire to the yellow line of this computer power supply, from which I can get around 12 volts of supply for the device. And the black wire is connected to the negative, and I've connected my negative end of the multimeter to one of the ground wires to check the voltages at other voltages across other wires. Now you may already know the uses of this device. One is to lock your bike. In case anyone touches or moves this device, the alarm would go off. That is the basic use of this device, and you do not need to connect any other wire. And if you also need some kind of flashing along with the alarm, apart from connecting this speaker to the system, you can also connect these two yellow lines to the indicators. Now in a lot of those videos out there, you'll see people connecting this orange or the brown wire to the flasher. You don't need to connect this to the flasher, and you should not connect it to the flasher, because this supplies the 12 volt of current for the instrument cluster and your CDI. And let me show you how. So as you can see right now, there is no current on this, but as soon as you press the remote key, you will see that there is a 12 volt of current through this line. And if this line is connected to the flasher directly and there is a short circuit inside the instrument cluster or anywhere near the CDI, there is nothing in the line to stop that short circuit from ruining everything on your every electronic device on your bike. But if you connect this wire just before the fuse under the seat, there is one fuse just next to the battery. You should not connect it to that fuse. You should connect it to the fuse which is there under the seat, and that line is coming from the key ignition. The next one is this blue wire. This is the starter solenoid wire. Now what happens is, as you can see here, right now there is no current and there should be no current. And as soon as you press the remote key, the start remote key, you will see there is a flash of 12 volt current through this. So what happens is, if you connect this to the positive terminal of your starter solenoid, as soon as you press this key, there will be a current and you can start the starter motor using this remote key, and this would supply the required power to the CDI and the instrument cluster for the engine and the systems to run. Now these two lines are there to start the engine remotely. Now what are the uses of these two wires? Not specified, and also in the instruction you will find that they should be connected to the flame out line, not saying exactly how. To find out, what I did, I checked if there is any kind of current on these wires. So as you can see, there is no current. Even if you alarm this device, there is no current. You switch off this device, there is no current. You start this device, there is no current. And same thing to the other one also. Anything you press, there is no current. And there's another key also. The other one has an alarm function in it, but even if you press that alarm function also, there's no current. So what I did is, I checked the continuity of these two wires. So what I found out, that these two wires are connected to each other. So in normal case, if there is nothing, if the device is unlocked, or even if the device is off, there is no power to the device, these two are connected. There is a continuity between these two lines. So now if there is power on this and you alarm this, so that in case of any moment it moves, it gives you an alarm. If you alarm the device, you can see the continuity still remains. The continuity goes when you start the bike using this remote key switch. Now you will see that there is the continuity is not there anymore, and as soon as you shut the bike, you'll see the continuity is back here. Now the other purpose of this, that is one, and the second that I found out was it is also grounded, but sometimes. So as you can see right now, it's not grounded, it's not connected to the ground. Now if I close this, as you can see, it is grounded just for a second. If I disable the alarm, it connects to the ground just for a second. The second time when it grounds is when the alarm goes off. Now this time the alarm went off, and this and even this, both are connected to the ground. Now what can these two wires be used for? So that is, if you connect one of these wires to your pulsar coil uh, line, which provides a signal to the CDI for the ignition timing or the spark plug sparks. So in that case, if there is an attempted robbery on your bike, let's suppose your bike is alarmed, and even if someone has a key or they started your bike using uh, the wire arrangement and they did not move the bike, um, while doing so, as you can see right now, it is not connected to ground. So as soon as they will start the bike, even by connecting the wires, this will have some kind of power, because this will be connected to your 12-volt line. So as soon as you connect this, the alarm would go off and this will be grounded. So if this wire is connected to the pulsator coil line, the signal from the pulsator coil would be grounded and there will be no signal sent to the CDI. If there is no signal at the CDI, there will be no spark. So even if someone is able to crank your bike using the by cutting the wires, or even if they made a duplicate key or even used your key, they will be able to start the starter motor, they will be able to kick it, they will be able to see the instrument cluster on, but they will not be able to start the engine because there will be no spark, because of the pulsator coil signal being grounded. And to use that function, you can use any of these two wires. Now there could be other uses of these wires also, because these are basically the two ends of a NC relay. NC is a normal close relay, which means at the normal time these are uh, closed, but if the relay is activated, as you can see, this relay gets activated when you press the remote start key. The circuit becomes open and these two wires are not connected anymore. So if you can think of some use of these two wires wherein you will need a relay which is open at all the times, but it's not open when the bike is running, you can use these two wires there also. And I will be using this device to turn my bike into a keyless ignition bike. I will get rid of the key from my bike, and that is a work in progress right now. As soon as I complete that project, I will upload that video. And for now, I hope I was able to explain everything you needed in this regards, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.